Hello, and welcome to another edition of All or Not According to Jack with your host, Jack Toledano. Yes, last episode you saw Davy Creighton and I talk about Kansas. That was a very fun episode. Uh, Davy shared a lot of information with you as he knew more about Kansas than I did, and rightfully so. Way to go, Davy. Maybe in another episode, I forgot to talk about how we we actually calculated our how we calculated minutes and seconds of the song to come out to the letter to 89 minutes and 38 seconds in my case for that Kansas album. But in a future episode, I will discuss that with you. Uh, Not a lot to talk about, but I'll save it for the the right opportune moment. But in the meantime, today's discussion, we are going to talk about a band that was very popular from say 1969 to about 1977, 78. Uh, they lost a key member of their band, and they they carried on, but that band to me was never quite the same. Uh, of course, I am talking about, wait for it, I am talking about Chicago. Yes, started out as Chicago Transit Authority, but then they had to shorten it to Chicago or risk getting sued by the actual Chicago Transit Authority, who in turn actually used their song as for one of their ads. Does anybody really know what time it is? Believe it or not. But this picture that you see is the original Seven, and this band, you know what? For for that time in the early 70s to about 77, 78. What a great band they were. Uh, we're going to talk about them for my 90-minute cassette, best of cassette. And I tried to stay away from all the lovey-dovey songs of Mr. Cetera himself, standing right there in the middle playing his bass. But you know what? If you take away those syrupy ballads, you have a great rock and roll band with horns, which is what they wanted to do. So 21 songs. Let's go to it. We start off possibly, in my estimation, the greatest song that Terry Kath, lead guitar extraordinaire, that even what's his name, Jimi Hendrix thought Kath was a better guitarist than he was. Um, I'm talking the song Introduction off of the first album, Chicago Transit Authority. 6 minutes, 35 seconds. Uh, get a little hard rock in there. You get a little uh, barroom jazz type music and, some swing rock, uh, all to Terry Kath vocals. Great job. Uh, Goes right into the next song on that album. Does anybody really know what time it is? 4 minutes, 35 seconds. Um, Robert Lamb gives you that great little solo in the very beginning. Uh, he goes nuts when in their concert in Japan, where he actually takes a guitar pick and he goes to his grand piano and starts playing the strings with the guitar pick on his grand piano as part of that solo. Pretty cool stuff. Okay, so from there we skip to Chicago 3. Uh, that album, not as many mainstream hits as 1 and 2 had, but this one was a minor hit, written by Peter Cetera and Danny Seraphine, the drummer. I'm talking the song Lowdown. Great, great tune. First time I ever heard that on the radio, believe it or not, was at a cheesecake factory in Atlanta, Georgia, in the Buckhead section of Atlanta, Georgia. Me, my father, my brother, and mother were about to sit down to lunch, and all of a sudden, Lowdown comes on. I'm like, hey, I know that tune. Okay, so to song number 4, we go to Chicago 2 for another Robert Lamb song that I wouldn't say it's a hit, but it did kind of make it to CBS 101, the Golden 101 of New York City. I'm talking the song Wake Up Sunshine. Great tune. Ooh, it's good to have you here with me. All right. From there to song number 5, another great song written by Terry Kath. This was a song that he introduced during early sessions, but it didn't make it until Chicago 11. I'm talking Mississippi Delta City Blues. Freaking great song with some really good guitar playing, some great horns by the horn section of, Mr. Mr. Luffname, Mr. Panko, and Mr. Who's the other one? Uh, Parazader. That's it. It's funny. Chicago prided themselves on being that band with that faceless band with the logo, but you know what? For those who really know Chicago, have to get their names right. So, okay, song number 6. This was a radio hit on off of Chicago 2. The album is actually just called Chicago, but colloquially it is called Chicago 2. I'm talking a song about the reference to the time of day, 25 or 624, where Terry Kath just blows us all away with his guitar playing. Uh, Basically, Telecaster heaven there. All right. Song number 7. Here's a deep track off of the first album, Chicago Transit Authority. Uh, I think it is track number 5, a great Robert Lamb song. I wish it was a more popular song. Just listen. If you think that we're here for the money, it couldn't be right, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I love that song. If you've never heard it, go check it out and just listen. Okay, song number 8. Um, I had considered using the logo of this album for the picture, but for whatever reason, I chose to use the band's faces. I like seeing their faces. Um, I'm talking Chicago 8. I don't think it was a great album, uh, but the hit off of that album, the last song, written by James Panko, uh, trombone player, sung by Peter Cetera. I'm talking old days, good times I remember. So that's song number 8. Song number 9, we go to Chicago 7 for a very deep track. So, Chicago 7, what happened? I think they got tired of playing all the hit songs, so they wanted to get back to their mainstream. They started playing some jazzy numbers, and Walter Parazader was a key writer in this the first disc of Chicago 7 with that long instrumental. But then what they had to do is they decided, okay, we'll play some of our hits on the second uh, disc. But what ended up happening, the very last song of the album, a deep track, but a great song nonetheless, a song written and sung by Robert Lamb with a little help from the Pointer Sisters. I'm talking Skinny Boy. Great, great freaking song. I think that's about as falsetto as you're ever going to hear Robert Lamb. But yeah, really good stuff. Okay, we're going to stay with Chicago 7 for the next song, song number 10. Now, most of the songs that Peter Cetera wrote, he sang himself. But what happened was they recorded this song in the wrong key for his voice, so he couldn't sing it. So they enlisted Terry Kath to be the lead vocalist for Wishing You Were Here. Of course, Peter sang a small part in the refrain, the second part bridge there, but they also had help from the Beach Boys. So great atmospheric song. Song number 11, Back to Chicago Transit Authority, for the song that everybody loves, but nobody knows the name of this song. This is the fourth song of the album, written by Robert Lamb, sung by Peter Cetera. I'm talking questions 67 and 68. The song that everybody can hum the song, but they don't know the actual title. Too funny. Song number 12. This was a very ingenious idea by Robert Lamb on the album Chicago 5 to actually have a song where two guys are talking to each other, political speak. Now, what would happen in 2020 or 2015 where I couldn't imagine a song about Obama, Trump, and Biden? But this goes back to 1971, 72, where both Terry and Peter are singing to each other the song Dialogue. We can make it better. We can make it better. Great tune. 7 minutes, 10 seconds. Song number 13. One of the few hit songs that are slightly lovey-dovey that I took. This one comes off of Chicago 6. This is a very special song for me. Of course, during my daughter's Sweet 16 party, that was my wife and my walk-up song. I'm talking Just You and Me, written by James Pankow, sung by Peter Cetera. Love it. Song number 14. This is probably one of my very favorite songs by Chicago. And this is actually a two-part medley. I'm talking Make Me Smile and Now More Than Ever. I basically put these two together. James Pankow wrote the whole ballet for A Girl in Buchanan, but I just took the two parts, put them together. Terry Katz sang it. I love it. I think it was their first hit song, but well done. Okay, number 16, staying with Chicago 2. Great, really groovy song. This is a song that I could picture myself hearing the beginning of the groovy late 60s comedy variety show Laugh-In. I'm talking the song Fancy Colors. Very, how would you say, not gothic, but very psychedelic, a little bit of a psychedelic compound with Walter Parazator's flute against the other the trumpet and the trombone of Mr. Lufnane and Mr. Pankow. Cool stuff. Peter sings it with a little help from Robert Lamb. Check it out. Great song. Fancy Colors. Song number 17, Back to Chicago 6, for a song that Peter collaborated with James Pankow to write, Feeling Stronger Every Day, another favorite of mine. Song number 18, we're winding down here. This is a song off of Chicago 3, probably my other favorite aside from Lowdown. This was a song written by Robert Lamb. He gave the song to Terry to sing. I just want to be free. Want to be free from all the hurt. Great tune. Very short song, 2 minutes and 16 seconds, but really nails the point across. Great tune. Song number 19, another very popular song off of Chicago 5, needs no introduction. Saturday in the Park. Song number 20 off of Chicago 7, very introspective song written by James Pankow. Gave this to Peter to sing. I'm talking I've been searching so long. Great tune. Uh, nice little, great guitar crescendo at the end by Mr. Cat. Okay, so song number 21, the finale. And now, granted, most of these songs, I put them in random order using the randomization function in Excel, but this song, I purposely put it song number 21. This is off of Chicago 11, written by Danny Serafine and David Hawk Walensky. Um, he was a studio musician that helped Chicago from time to time, especially on Chicago 11. They actually gave this song to Robert Lamb, who usually sang his own songs, but in this particular case, he sang somebody else's given tune. Uh, Take Me Back to Chicago. That is the finale. So great, great 90-minute cassette. To me, this is about the best, uh, greatest hit selection we'll ever get of the original Chicago. Plus, for me, there is no Chicago after Terry Kath. They kept on. I know my wife loves Chicago 17, with all its syrupy ballads and stuff like that. Uh, but this is the real Chicago. Check it out. I dare you. This is Jack Toledano speaking for All or Not According to Jack. If you like what I do, please subscribe. Please go to my 90-minute best of playlist and check out all my other bands that I talk about. I try to do an all-encompassing. I try to give you some metal, some prog rock, some classic rock, some semi-hit radio in the case of Chicago, but I tried to go a little deeper. Uh, that's when you know I really like a band, when I can go deeper into their catalog as I can with these guys. So that's that. So please check it out. And please check out some of my other things I have going on. And I have a special show coming up a week from Thursday, June 5th. So stay tuned for that. Jack Toledano, All or Not According to Jack. Good night, all.